In this video, I'm going to explain how you can walk your way to 10% body fat. And most guys think that they need to do endless hours of cardio, suffer on the treadmill, or suffer on the Stairmaster. But you could just fit walking into your lifestyle and get absolutely shredded. This is exactly what I have each and every single one of my clients get set up with, a walking routine, but also a cardio and weight training and meal routine with that as well, because it all goes together. If you're interested in getting a tailored program, apply for coaching in the first link in the description. The reason why walking is one of the best way to burn calories is because it doesn't cause much fatigue. It's easy to recover from. So you could walk for an hour or two, hit a training session, go absolutely hard, and then walk again, and you're gonna be fine. You can recover from that pretty easily. But if you did something like a run for 5 miles in the morning, you might get a little tired, especially if it's fasted. So that's one thing you got to be careful about. But with walking, you really don't need to worry too much. Yes, you can push it too far. I would say if you're going above 15K steps consistently, there's a chance that that could maybe hinder your recovery a little bit. But for most people, they will be completely fine. And it's just such a nice way to fit it into your routine to burn calories while also doing something else. You can multitask when you walk. The thing is, one of my clients was doing cardio, but he didn't realize how many steps he was getting. And so I asked him, hey man, do you know how many steps you're getting? He was like, I don't really move much besides going to the gym and doing cardio. I'm like, well, you could be missing out on burning some extra calories there. Then he went to his phone and he saw he was only getting like 5,000, 3,000 steps. Once we noticed that and once we added just 3K steps, he started to lose even more weight and get leaner. So that's the thing. You don't immediately have to jump to 10K steps, what everybody says. You could look at your steps right now and you could see if you're getting like 7, 8K. Just add 3K. It's about these little adjustments that can really get you out of a weight loss plateau. And it's crazy. If you just do that, if you hit like 10K, 12K steps, that could be an additional 400 to 600 calories burned if you're like 6 feet or if you're like 180 to 200 pounds. It'll be a little different depending on what weight you are, but you could be burning so many more calories with not really thinking about it. Now, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I can't do that. An hour, 2 hours of walking a day takes way too much time." And yeah, I totally understand, but you can structure it properly. All right, you just have to look at your routine. You just have to see where you have free time, and you have to see, hey, where can I fit this in? If you want it bad enough, you'll make the time for it. So, what I typically recommend, the best time to walk is right when you wake up. You need to get sunlight in your eyes. You need to get your body moving. You don't need to eat immediately. You could just go for 10, 20, maybe max 30-minute walk. If you have more time, absolutely go for it. Go for an hour. But all it takes is just like 10, 20 minutes just to get outside, just to set your circadian rhythm. Look at the sun. This is going to do wonders for your sleep. Like me personally, I've noticed if I don't get outside immediately, I feel a little more grumpy, a little more anxious, and it also lowers your cortisol, your stress hormone, which is so important. If you want to lose fat, you cannot have high cortisol. It just makes the process so much harder. So that's one of the keys. You want to do cardio that focuses on lowering your stress. If you can have low stress, perfect sleep, and then pair that with your nutrition, your training, you're going to get shredded so fast. But a lot of people don't realize that. They don't realize how their stress levels and their hormones can make a crucial difference with fat loss. So besides walking right immediately in the morning, another good time is after every single meal. The reason why is because it's going to help with your digestion. If you always feel like bloated after a meal, walking will fix that. And it doesn't take long, just like 10, 20 minutes. You do that and then you space out your meals properly, you're going to feel a lot better, not as like this bloated. So the way I would get 10K steps is immediately wake up, do 30 minutes, 20 minutes of walking just outside. All right, come back, have breakfast, maybe do another walk. All right, and then you have lunch, do another 10-minute little walk. All right, and then you walk to the gym, walk back. Maybe you even do some cardio on the treadmill or Stairmaster, or if you play basketball. You're gonna get a lot of steps if you do that. And then you eat another meal. Maybe go to for another extra quick walk if you need to. If not, you're good. You don't have to overdo it. But you probably heard this a million times. You can't out-train a bad diet. So you could get 20K, 30K steps for eating 5,000 calories. Sorry, man. You're gonna still have that gut there. So you need to make sure your nutrition is dialed. But walking does give you a lot more flexibility. It allows you to have more cheat meals, to have more of the favorite foods you enjoy because you're gonna be burning so many extra calories. The best thing you could do is get MyFitnessPal, Track for a couple of days every now and again. If you're curious, if you're under eating or if you're overeating, you want to make sure you're hitting your protein goal, about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And you also don't want to starve yourself. You don't want to lose all your muscle mass. So just be in a slight calorie deficit. I recommend about a 2 to 500 calorie deficit. I personally, for me, what I found the best is to do both. You want a moderate deficit, about 250, and then you could also burn 250 to 300 calories from your cardio. And this just gives you a lot more flexibility. I feel like you look better as well. You're more athletic, and it's easier to eat all your favorite foods. Just don't try and burn all of the calories and then eat it back, though. Don't look at it like that. Look at it like, hey, I've got this 30 minutes that I need to do of cardio. I want to be athletic. I want to improve my zone 2 cardio. I'm going to do it. And then I'm also going to eat mainly clean majority of the time. And then every now and again, if your friends want to go out, you want to eat a cheat meal, if you want to go to the club, drink a couple beers, have a couple shots, you can do it as long as moderation. You should be, I don't even think the 80-20 rule is good. I think it should be 90-10. I think once you start eating whole foods, you're going to realize that you feel so much better eating these whole foods that you're not even going to want to do the 80-20 rule. You're not even going to want to have a cheat meal because you're just going to see the changes. You're going to be like, damn, I'm getting fucking jacked. I'm getting this crazy pump in the gym. Once you get addicted to everything, like once you get hooked on the walking and the workouts, it's also easier to get hooked on the diet as well. Like they all go together. Remember, you have to have all of them. You can't just have, the walking and the lifting. You got to pair that with the nutrition. And if I knew I was gonna have a cheat day this day, I would plan ahead. I would 100% make sure I'm doing maybe even a little bit extra cardio. But 30 to 45 minutes is really the sweet spot. More than that, there's a chance like you be slowing down your muscle growth. So I wouldn't go overkill with it. If you did a hard workout and you actually get hungry, it's gonna feel a lot better having that cheat meal. If you're actually like full and then you have a cheat meal, you're just gonna feel like shit after. Now, if you pair walking with zone 2 cardio as well, so making sure you're getting your heart rate in this perfect range, the zone 2 range. For me, it's about 120 to 140 beats per minute. If you can hit that for about 30 minutes a day, and then this could be on the incline treadmill, this could be on the Stairmaster, whatever. It could be a sport, could be anything. As long as you can get your heart rate in that zone, you are going to be burning so many calories and it's not going to hurt your body. Now, if you do this crazy marathon and your heart rate's at like 180, you're gonna feel exhausted. And also, if you do a shit ton of cardio, your body is going to want to preserve energy. You're not gonna want to move as much if you overdo it on the cardio. But a little bit here and there, and you choose the right type, this zone 2, this low intensity stuff that I'm saying, it's going to be way easier to get shredded. Now, I used to do these HIIT classes, this high intensity cardio where my heart rate was elevated for 1 hour straight. And after I did that, like, yeah, a lot more calories, but after I barely wanted to walk. It was hard for me to get up and move, and my stress levels were so high. There's no way I was going to be able to do a weightlifting workout that day. And I had trouble sleeping as well. Like, if your main goal is just looking good, looking like a Greek god, being muscular, but also having great endurance at the same time, don't overdo it with the HIIT cardio. So to be careful, try and get an Apple Watch or just any type of fitness watch and track that heart rate. Make sure you're in the zone 2 range. So that is how you can walk your way to 10% body fat. Remember, the most important thing is the consistency. There are going to be so many days when it's like, oh, you look at your phone, you've only got 5K steps, you need to get another 5K steps, and you're like, fuck that, I want to watch TV right now. I want to go to bed. I don't want to walk. And here's the thing, the successful guys, they show up and they follow through every single day. They don't say, I'm going to wait till next Monday. I'm going to wait till Sunday. Think about the future version of yourself. Think about the guy who already has a six pack. Do you think he would just put it off and watch TV and eat more junk food? Fuck no. He doesn't have that mindset. He just shows up and he says, I'm making time for it. I'm an athlete. This is what I do. Right? So you gotta always think like that. It's just part of the plan. Don't think like, am I going to walk today? Don't ask yourself that question. Ask yourself, what time am I gonna walk today? If you can show up month after month, like this can be done fast. A lot of people think it takes years to get a six pack. No, no, no. For most of you guys, if you're like 24% body fat, this could be done in 3 to 6 months, right? And if you want more help with that, getting set up like with the tailored plan, fast tracking your progress, apply for coaching, the first link in the description. If you have more questions, message me on Instagram. Always remember why you're doing this. Always remember the benefits of walking, how you're going to feel after. It's not just about fat loss, it's also about how you feel mentally, how you're going to clear your mind, how you can actually work harder and be more motivated if you take breaks every now and then. If you're working nonstop, you're going to like burn yourself out. You need to actually go in nature. There's been studies shown that it really helps like your memory and your focus if you go outside and you get in nature. I mean, that might sound crazy. That might sound like, over the top. Think about your family. Think about your kids. Do you want to be the guy who gasses out when he walks up a step of stairs, a flight of stairs? No. You want to be able to play with your kids, play sports with them, and have good cardio. If you're out of shape, you're not going to be, a guy that people look up to. It's the truth, man. So do what it takes. Remember that you don't want to be stuck in the same position. Remember how important it is. Not only amazing physique, but also amazing endurance. Appreciate the support, boys. Like, subscribe. Peace, chap.